Hi friends, how you doing? It is Friday. It is gorgeous again today. We are a little overcast, but it is a beautiful day. I think the highs are going to be like 80 something. I don't even know what that's about. It's just beautiful. The chickens are doing great. I've already come in and cleaned. I had to actually do a little bit more than I thought today. I had to bring them out fresh food. I see my Emma had to bring out fresh food. I had to bring out just all kinds of stuff. I forgot their little egg basket, a bunch of stuff. So I had to go back in and get all that. And with my shoulder hurting, it was a bit of a struggle getting the bucket of water out here for their water. So you don't want to feed them. Who do I have there? I can't even see y'all. Hi, honey. How are you? Is it Thana? Thana? Did I say it right? Kim, how you doing? So I had to bring out their water. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I had to bring out their water, and with their water, we have well water, so I can't bring them. I can't give them water out of the water that Log Home Dad has put here at the coop. Have to go inside and get filtered water for them. There's a lot of minerals and stuff that can hurt them if they get too much or too little of. So I go inside, I get that, and I put a few things in it. Like I put some probiotics in there, some vitamins in their water. It's not a lot, just enough, just to give them supplements, because I don't give them anything else. So it goes in their water. It's real simple. It just takes me a couple of seconds to do that. But it takes a little while to fill up the bucket because it's quite a bit of water that goes in there. So yeah, so I've just been in there, I've cleaned. I'm trying to get a few things done. So I filled out, oh my gosh, I did something today. So one of you that has become my friends tagged me in a post or put it on my wall or something this morning for to be a model in the next catalog for Duluth Trading Company. So I filled that out today and sent that in this morning. I sent in some of my one of my pictures that Log Home Dad took of me collecting my eggs. So we'll see how that goes. That was pretty exciting. I've never done anything like that before, so it was kind of neat to put that on there. They want, like, women like me, I guess, that do stuff like this, and so it was kind of exciting to put that on there, and I sent it over to them. So I think they're collecting entries until the end of the month or something. So it'd be neat if that were to happen. How cool would that be? I'll sign all y'all's catalogs. Oh my gosh, I was cracking up doing it because I've not done something like that before. So it was kind of neat to do. So like I said, I've just been getting all this stuff together, and I'm like sitting here going, gosh, I got to get out the seeds. I got to start putting the seeds out in my greenhouse, and I got organized my greenhouse. We built it, but we never organized it. So, and then we've got to clean out all the weeds from fall. We just let the garden kind of overgrow at fall, and we got to clean all those out. And then we've got to prep all the holes and everything. I do a bunch of special mixtures in all my holes. So I've got to be able to do that as I plant everything. And I've got a ton of tomatoes just right here growing from where I guess I empty their dishes and stuff, and seeds start growing. So I've got to repot those. I need to do that. So I'm going to try to do that this weekend and get them going. And then we have 5 million strawberries in the garden. It's incredible, and they're already blooming. So I want to get some more beds and get them in the beds so I can get them going too. So it's pretty exciting now that spring's kind of coming, because it kind of gets you energized to want to do those things. Although today, like, I'm sweating just out here what I'm doing today. So, that's the downfall to it. So, but yeah, we're getting pretty excited. I think we're going to add some more blueberries. The blueberries we haven't been the greatest. So I think we're going to try some more varieties. And we've got an area that Log Home Dad is kind of blacked out with tarp. So we're going to lift that and I think he's going to try to till that really good. And we're going to do a few things a little different with our blueberries. But our pineapples are growing like crazy. When I weed everything, I'll take y'all on a tour of it all. If you've not been with me, this whole year, then you've probably not seen it before. So I'll do a tour of our pineapples for you. And my it's just overgrown right now. Our neighbor's yard has overgrown into ours. So Log Home Dad's going to have to go over to their side of the yard and clean the fence line because they've not taken care of their fence line. So it's like I'll show you. See the fence line down there? That's all on their side that's come over to our side, all that, and that goes into our garden. So right in there starts our garden line, and that all has went into our garden. So Log Home Dad has to go over to the other side and he has to burn that at the fence line, and then the weeds will hopefully come off and clear it. And it's just been a pain. They know my garden's there. It's just been a pain. So they clear it where their garden is, but they don't clear any further. So yeah, so we got to do that. And like I said, I got to get my seeds started. I usually will have about 500 seeds. Not all of them make it, so I overcompensate. But the ones that do, it's just amazing. It's so much fun. Y'all are talking to me. I love chickens. Busy lady, always something. Oh my gosh. So you are not going to believe this. Thana. I'm gonna have to get used to that. That's a cute name. So I live in Orlando, Florida. I live in Orlando. We happen to have a couple of acres. I talked about this a couple of days ago. Like, I can look up, let me turn you around. So there's a main highway right up there. You'll see cars, see that? So we live on 2 acres. Here, everything going on. There's construction all around us, building all around us. We just happen to have 2 acres. That's kind of our little sanctuary. And we have a shop on our property for our business, and then our property. So it's kind of like our little area. Log Home Dad was born and raised here. He is a Florida cracker. I moved here when I was about in the 4th grade from Tennessee, and we are just longing to go back to the mountains. We love it. So I'm so thankful that we have our log cabin on a couple of acres. It's just such a blessing to live in the city but not be part of the city. So it's kind of our little sanctuary. So we've done, you know, the best we could homesteading, and Log Home Dad works a lot. There, like this week, there was one night he didn't get home till 3 in the morning, but then a couple more he didn't get home until midnight and after. So, you know, we try to make most of everything we have. There's a lot of things. We've got a lot of little projects going on too. He's wanting to finish up our fire pit. We got a real big fire pit, and he's wanting to finish that up. I got a ring coming in the next week or 2 for it. A real pretty ring with bears on it. I'm so excited. And we've got a barbecue area he's wanting to work on. So we've got a lot of little things. So it's real hard sometimes being self-employed and being on call. We're on call 24 hours a day. So like if someone's house floods, he's got to go out and dry it and extract the water and everything. So we could be off. We've been off like at the beach or even here doing projects or whatever. And he gets a phone call and it's like, gotta go, you know. So that's real hard to try to balance. And then, you know, he's like, I'm gonna get all this done, and then he can't because we're just so busy. Like right now, my Christmas stuff has never, I've got it all down, but it's on my porch. It's never been out there this late. Log Home Dad is usually so good about putting it away. He had to go replace some ceiling tiles. We had some raccoons up in, they got in the ceiling of our shop. And so they knocked down a bunch of ceiling tiles. So he's wanting to replace those. And so he got those all replaced and was going to put everything back. And then he got the call for this big flood. I forget what day it was, but he has just been absolutely inundated with that. So my back porch has, when I say it is full, my back porch, so that's my side screen porch, it is full of Christmas stuff. I transform my home at Christmas time. So it's all boxes and containers and stuff of Christmas. And bless his heart, he's just been working so hard. He told me the other night, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and he goes, if you want, I'll go ahead and go out there and put stuff away. And I'm like, you are not going to go out there at 9 o'clock at night and put stuff away. So he's such a good man. So he's been working so hard. So hopefully this weekend, if the rain keeps off and stuff, he'll get that put down there. My inside's already done. Everything's already put away. I got Valentine's up. It's super pretty. I'll have to take a picture of my mantle and show y'all because I changed my mantle out for the holidays. But it's just putting away the boxes. He's just been so stinking busy. Bless his heart. So waiting on that. You know, so yeah. All right, well, I'm going to turn around. Are you from Tennessee? Oh my gosh, I'm from Elizabethton, Tennessee. So we are looking to move to North Carolina or Tennessee. Probably, I don't know which, to be honest with you. I really don't. We're looking. So we got to have a log home because I can't be log home mom without a log home. So we've been looking at, I've looked at thousands of houses, like literally, because we want a piece of property where we can garden and homestead and stuff too. And that's been super hard to find that. You know, like we found property, but then it's been mountainous. And it's like, I don't want, like a lot of people have log homes in the mountains. not because they live there, but because they're vacation homes and they live up on, you know, on the mountains. So they have a beautiful view of the mountain. Well, it's just a road up to the home. They might have some land, but it's on the side of the mountain. So, we're looking for something we can kind of homestead. Our goal is to put in a private RV area, like fifth wheels and like what are they called? Class A's. So that we, just a small one, like 10, 15 sites, so that we can do our marriage ministry and we can have little events and stuff. So we would like to do that too, make it a really nice, my girlfriend does it up in, we go to her place, and it's something we have already talked about, and then we found them and they're amazing. They have a place in Franklin, North Carolina. They have 8 RV sites, and so like a RV and B, RV and breakfast. So, you know, like a nice little place for them people to come and quiet. And so that's what we're looking to do. And that's kind of been our dream. But I'd love to have a barn so I could host classes to do marriage ministry. And that's something that's really big on our heart in marriage and women's. So like women's retreat and marriage ministry, like weekend getaways for couples where they can focus on themselves. So that's kind of been like something that's been laid on our heart, and we're working on it. We're working towards that. That's kind of our I don't want to say dream, because dream just means it doesn't happen, but that's like our plan, our goal. So we're working on that hard. So there we go. All right. Well, yes, I tell you what, Athena, so every time we go up to the mountains, which is often, we take our camper and we go up, as I see those mountains in the rearview mirror, I just cry. I tear up, because like I just feel like I'm at home, and there's just something about it. And so every time we leave, both of us are just like, oh man. So it's hard leaving. So we love it though. I mean, it's in our heart, always has been. I can't tell you the number of trips we have made to the mountain. We know every nook and cranny, and it's just, you know, from the Shenandoah to Blue Ridge Parkway to the Smoky Mountains and all in through there. We know so many places, and it's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I hope that's one day we get to do that. So I'm gonna turn y'all around. I've talked enough. It becomes diary, Log Home Mom diary or something. There's my sweet Emma girl. Hey baby, isn't she precious? She's a golden retriever, and she is about the sweetest thing you've ever seen. She's our sweetheart. She's so good with the chickens. So good. All right, so here we are. We only have a couple of eggs today. You know, we're on that 26-hour cycle that it takes chickens to make eggs. So, you know, one day I might have 5 like I did yesterday. And depends on what time of day I come out too. But my girls are not morning layers. They are late layers. So typically, their first egg might be about 11 in the morning. Like if I come at, now y'all see my worms. I know you do. Stop it. If I come in at like 8, there'll be no eggs. So they are extremely late layers. Let me put these worms back in there though. They saw the worms on the little plate there. So if you're new to Chicken Inn, we go to our fruit market once a week, and they have now, the owners of the fruit market have become friends of ours. They're a long-term family here. They're for generations, and their family's always done fruit markets. And so I go there, and we went one time, and hey, South Carolina, and look at all that yummies. So I went, and Miss Rose, we went there, and I said, hey, so can I buy a box a week of leftover, like, you know, that you wouldn't sell? And he said, well, oh my gosh, she just came up like over 5 feet, y'all. I had it up by my head. How in the world did she do that? Miss Rose, I would have never thought she would have flown that high. So he said, well, what is it you need it for? And I said, well, my chickens, you know, I have some chickens. He goes, so just a box or 2? And I go, yeah. He goes, you go over there. They do it's a huge box. It's probably about 5 feet by 5 feet, and then probably 3.5 feet, 4 feet tall. And they just fill it full of stuff that they wouldn't sell. And then he usually just, I think, drops it off at a local farmer's to feed his pigs and stuff. So I go there with my little bags and my little wagon, and I pick them stuff up every week, every Saturday morning, and wave at them. I take them some fresh eggs sometimes, some Scentsy sometimes, and they just love it, and I love them. They are such sweet people. Love them, love them, love them. So if y'all are in the Central Florida area, go over and see my friends at Gardener's Produce at the Winter Garden Farmers Market. They are the big produce stand that's underneath the pavilion over by the bathrooms. They are the staple there at the Farmers Market, and that is like the most amazing. It is my favorite. It's always been my favorite produce, to where I get produce. The prices are amazing. The produce is beautiful. He works real hard. He'll throw things away I would never throw away. I'm shocked. Like, look at my cauliflower. There ain't nothing wrong with that cauliflower. But, you know, they might have a few spots on it or something, and he has very high standards for his customers. So he puts it in the bins. And so I go over and whatever he's got, you know, what I've come to learn what my chickens love. So I go there and I pick up just things they love. We've tried a million different things, and of course there's some things you cannot feed chickens. You can't feed them avocados. You can't feed them like apple cores. You can't feed them potatoes for the most part, especially green potatoes. Chocolate, of course. I mean, there's about a 10-item list of things you can't feed them. And so I've learned what they can and can't have, and then I've learned what they love. They love melons, as you can tell. They love cauliflower, like incredibly. They like broccoli, tomatoes, cucumbers, bananas, but these are just things, so I know what they love now. Watermelon, they absolutely adore. Like, they could eat a whole watermelon. I have to watch them. So, look at you guys. I love those chicks. Aren't they amazing? I just love them. They are so much fun. I have the best time with them. I've got, so we have 2 daughters, and they don't live at home anymore. One is married with our 2 grandbabies, and I don't get to see them every day. So my chickens are kind of my everyday, and I adore them. They are precious. It's been awesome learning about different things. It's been wonderful nursing them back to health. Miss Anna's has a pendulous crop, and it can be deadly, so you have to watch it. And I'm like, I refuse to just let her die. There's a couple of times I've wondered if she would be okay when I come back out the next morning. She's such a sweetheart. And I hate to lose her if anything were to happen to her. So, but I take such good care of her. And then you can see, like, I've got Miss Isabel here, who had a little bit of a raw back. So I've had to I've got to check her to see if that's time to come off. She's got a little saddle on. And then Miss Violet had a saddle on, and I think I'm going to have to put it back on. She's got a little area there. So I'm going to have to put a saddle back on her. When they get Brody, they start picking at their feathers, pulling them out, and want to make a nest, and then it causes, you know, a little bit of a baldy spot, and then the other chickens can see it, and they kind of peck on it. They don't mean to hurt them or anything. It's just they see a spot and they peck on it. I mean, they do the same. I have to be real careful about jewelry I wear in around them because they want to come and peck it. So I got to be real careful about that. That's I know you've probably heard my friend over. I shared her post a few months back over at Cheeseacre Farms. She had one of her chickens, and it pecked her in the eye because they just see something sunny, thank God, or, you know, shiny. Thank God she's okay, but that has happened a lot. People getting pecked in the eye, and it's nothing. They're not being mean or anything like that. It's just that they see something shiny, and if you're holding them or, you know, picking them up, like, we don't bring. They get along fine with my little Chihuahua. She's 5 pounds, but I don't bring her around them often because she has these big old eyes, and it would really stink if they went to peck her. So, and my golden, she gets along with them. The only thing I did was when they stayed in the house for their first, way longer than they should have. They were in the house for about 8 weeks. We should have gotten them out of the house by 4 because they just have dust that's like crazy. I was cleaning at least once a day. So they were around them all the time, and they've just been wonderful with them. You know, you're real worried because you got animals that's older and they've never been around, and but they do amazing. My golden is so good with them. She wants to play. She doesn't even hurt them. It's just super sweet. So, well, there we go, you guys. I'm sure I told y'all a lot more than you bargained for today on Chicken Inn. But I'll let y'all go, and we will be back tomorrow. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I hope your weather improves. I know most of the nation, Florida's the exception of how hot it is. I know most of y'all are freezing, so I hope y'all warm up. All right, well, I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day. See you tomorrow. Bye.